Hi, my name is Dave Pacheco. I'm an artist at the Walt Disney Company, and today I'm going to teach you how to draw one of my favorite characters, Dopey from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. We're going to start with a basic circle. Now you're going to see that I'm drawing with a red pencil, and that's just so that I can find my place on the paper and I can start building my character. Now the characters in Snow White, the stylization was actually very, very soft. And Dopey is a very round character. So the shapes that we're going to use are circles and ellipses. And he's got a very large head, so you want to kind of emphasize that. I'm going to draw a little line down the middle of the circle, maybe a little off-center, just to give it a little bit of dimension. This is your center line. You're going to draw a line across, and this will help with the placement of the eyes, the nose, and the other features. So let's get some round shapes here for those very famous ears, almost as famous as Mickey's. Put one on the side. And then we're going to draw his hat. His head is very large and very floppy. So the hat fits over the circle that you drew for the head. So you can see it's almost like an X-ray. And his hat points up in the back. Now this is going to look like a mess, so you can erase this afterwards. Just draw lightly. Here's his neckline here. This is going to be his collar. And we can start adding in a little bit more details. Now his eyes aren't really round, they're elliptical. So they're going to be drawn on either side of this center line here. His nose is very small. All the other dwarfs have very large noses, well, except Happy, he's got a small nose too. We're just going to draw a little shape. This is where going to be his cheeks right here. And he always has this very large smile. So you want to make it very broad, and we're going to open the mouth to really make him smile. And then we have his tongue. That's his lower lip. And then we're going to add in the eyebrows, and this is just a little crease. Because he's raising his eyebrows, you want to see this little crease up here to show that his skin is stretching. And then we're going to add in the circles for the eyes. And then we have the basic shapes. So let's start refining our details. You can draw in the round circles for the eyes. Start working on these ellipses for the eyes shapes. I'm going to give it a little bit of a thickness at the top here, because that will show that he has eyelashes. And we'll give him very short eyelashes. You don't want to make them too long, but this just gives him a little bit more personality. He has a little nose. There's the side of the nose here. And because he's always smiling, you're going to see that the cheek covers part of the bottom of the eye, and that's because when we smile, the cheek pushes the eye up. This is his smile line. We're going to do the same on this side of the eye. Add a little bit of a crease to show that he's really smiling. One more cheek, smile line. Then we're going to bring in this very wide smile. Add the tongue and the open mouth. You don't really see his teeth. Then we're going to add in the lower lip. He has really no teeth to speak of, so you don't have to worry about drawing those. I'm going to add the cheek here on the side. Again, very full, very soft character. So once we draw the cheek in, we can start with drawing the ears. Now, I used to draw these characters when I was very, very young, and my dream was actually to work for the Disney Studios. And after years of going to school, I was able to realize that dream, and I have been with the company for 38 years now. And I get to do exactly what I want to do, is draw cartoons all day long. So I'm very lucky. I'm going to add in a little bit of the brows, crease on the top, just a little bit light line. And then we're gonna add in the pupils. Now I'm adding a little bit of, almost like a half moon, and that's to show a little bit of highlight in his eye. And that just gives him a little bit more personality, a little bit more life. And that's what you want to bring to your drawings. When we draw at the studio, it's our challenge to bring a story point or emotions to one drawing. That's the only chance we have. So it's important that you add in as much detail and life to your drawings as possible. So let's start with the hat. And it's a very thick fabric. So you're going to add a bit of a thickness here on the edge. A little bit of thickness there on the side. And again, this hat goes over the head circle. So you're going to draw in a little bit here, a little crease there. That just gives a little bit more detail. And there's the point of the hat. And these lines help give your drawing more believability. It makes it more realistic, even though it's a cartoon character. So we're going to finish off this ear. We're going to add his neck. And he has a very large, floppy collar. And just to give it a bit of dimension, we can fill in the mouth, add a little bit of shading right here to show that that hat is really fitting over his head. And just as a bit of animation, you can make his ears wiggle. So how about that? So thank you so much for joining me. I had a great time. I hope you did too. We'll see you next time.